Hello, I'm Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is fucking talking shit with Eagle, episode 207. How you guys doing tonight? Hopefully, you guys have had an amazing day. Got a special guest with us tonight, Mr. Alaskamedgrower. How you doing tonight?
Not too bad, not too bad.
It's an
How was you
honor to
tonight?
be able to. Not so bad so far, man. It's a pleasure to have you here speaking with us tonight, man. It's an honor.
Cool. We had a little technical difficulties, but we made it work.
Yeah. No, not as bad as last week's problems. We both had coincidental plumbing problems at the same time last week.
Yeah, oh yeah, we were scheduled that night. My boiler blew up. I finally got the new one in last night. Got the heat going.
Holy cow! It's taken up to last night to get that bad boy up and running. That must have been
It
a heck
took
of a process, man.
yeah, I gutted the room and redid it, but it took over a week to get it flown out here. I'm 500 miles from the nearest city or the nearest grocery store or any of that.
Holy shit! I can't even wrap my mind around that, man. Just can't even wrap my mind around that.
That's part of why I can't be really putting my face out there. I've been robbed a couple times. It's a tiny town, and people would know. If anybody happened to see it, they would know who it was.
Well, that's completely understandable. No worries there. Anyway, I'm like I said, I'm just honored that you were able to take some time out and to hang with us tonight.
Oh. Yeah, no.
So I mean, you are an amazing grower. So are you using? I guess I'm getting way ahead of myself here, but I'm just blown away. Uh, how do you take care of business there? I mean, are you a K&F guy? Do you use natural inputs or man gardening when
Well,
the stores that far could be? Whew, that could be a bitch.
well, it was February 2015 when I started, and I was DWC at the time. I was following Medgrower One and a couple guys and building anything that anybody built. I was building any kind of water systems I could and got into that for a while. And then I switched to cocoa. I'm 100% cocoa and run the cheapest newts I can buy. And I've never owned a ppm or an EC meter. And I just watch them and give them what they want.
You do an excellent job at that. That's for sure. And yeah, it's amazing. I don't actually use a pH meter myself much. People scoff at that, but it is what it is. I mean, you seem to be killing it without all the clicks and whistles. That's for sure. So I can't believe it's only been since 2015 that you've been working the flower there, man. It definitely seems like your skill set's a little heavier than that. I think we may be lost. Alaska, are you there? What's up, Chad? Alaskamedgrower, are you there, brother? Hopefully we didn't drop his signal there. Are you there, brother? Is it me? My connection still says I'm here. Okie Grower, Chris Mertz, Bob Groves, Johnny Kinnessy, Pete's Fan 420, Jose Ramirez. How you guys doing, Dirt Road Dude? Can you guys hear me? Is it him or is it me? Hopefully he'll be able to catch a signal and come back. 500 miles from the nearest town. I'm surprised he's even got a signal. It's off to him for trying.
Hello.
There he is.
Oh, I could hear you. You couldn't hear me.
Oh, your mic was off. Your mic was muted there.
Oh, okay.
We just kind of dropped your signal there. Do you have Wi-Fi or you actually have good internet signal?
Yeah, I do. It's just bad internet all the time. It comes and goes.
Man, I think 500 miles from any city, you'd be lucky to have some internet.
About half the month, I can't watch lives or stories. I can't get them to load. The first half of the month, I can watch everybody's stuff, but towards the end of the month, I can't never watch any of that. I can post and I can post, but I can't. If anybody ever sees me disappear for 2 weeks, a month, and I ain't liking your stuff, that's why. It's because I can't. But I see lots of people I talk to and know that I see. We got a lot of common people we talk to and follow her.
That's pretty amazing, man. Have you always been up there your whole life?
No, I was born in Kentucky. I came up when I was 16.
So how the heck does a Kentucky boy find himself way the hell up in Alaska? 500 miles from the nearest town.
There was a Indian hospital here that my stepmom at the time went to work for, and my grandfather had passed, and we had to leave Kentucky. So I came kicking and screaming, but I never left. But I got 5 kids, and I had 6. I got 5 kids all born here, and I had 6 grandkids. I've lost, with 2 of them have passed. But been here a long time, just settled up, and it's a nice, slow, relaxing lifestyle. And if you like to hunt and fish and mind your own business, it's pretty cool up here. It's hard living. It's inexpensive. Anywhere in the state is expensive, but and it's hard living, but it's a good life, nice and slow.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I've got a slow.
Every time I go down, I was just down in Colorado. What's that?
I was saying I got a slow existence around me, but not quite that slow.
When I leave here, even to go to Anchorage, or I was just down in Colorado, and when I leave here, I have to just stay baked 24/7, or the anxiety takes over from being around all that fucking noise and madness, and everybody's going 1,000 miles an hour, and nobody gives a shit about each other, and all the stuff that comes with being in a city.
Yeah, I bet you can't wait to get back after that.
Yep. But you guys you see what I do up here. I'm all into the flavors and testing for guys and just whatever's next. I very rarely clone. I grow everything from seed every round, just about, is something new, which makes the flower room challenging at times. But you know, it's fun to. I always tell everybody, you got to pop them beans, man. Somebody that, any of them, Gorilla Glue, Purple Punch, blah, 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 Runch, you can name off any of the strains. And somebody popped a seed and found that fucking thing. So I don't understand seed collectors. I mean, I grow everything I get. It just gets popped and grown. And documented for guys just to show them what it does, I love doing it. It's all about them flavors.
And you
Very
are a
rarely
very
do I
well-known
weigh
tester.
a harvest or even care. Yeah. It's been fun. I did scale down a bit this year. I shrank the flower room down, and my whole grow now is 16 by 12. That was my flower room, but I'm paying 40 cents a kilowatt hour for electricity, so I just had to. I haven't went LED for, it's an economical thing almost, because like right now for 8 months a year I have to recycle the heat from veg and flower to the other room. That's how I heat my flower room. Runs at night, my veg room sleeps for 6 hours in the middle of the night, and that heat keeps that warm. And if I go LED, I got to supplement the heat in there, and that's just, so it's electricity either way. That's the only reason I haven't really switched over to LEDs. Is 1,000 watt DE or 1,000 watt of space heater. Either way, I got to run the 1,000 watts. It doesn't matter what light's hanging there. You know what I mean?
I actually very much do know what you mean. I'm not in Alaska, but I heat my house with my grill. I actually heat my house with my grill and my grill.
So
yeah, I know what you're
there's
saying.
drawbacks and benefits, and we don't have a lot of bugs up here. So, a lot of the stuff I see people fighting with, we don't really have to deal with. I battled the fucking spider mites a couple years ago, which is, knock on wood, I never, ever, ever want to have to do that again. I finally killed everything off, but that was my fault. I took in some clones from Ohio and I didn't quarantine them. I threw them into veg because I was in a hurry, and it just snowballed. And I fought it for a year and would get them knocked down, and then they'd come back like crazy. And one night I just lost it, and I went in there and killed everything. Fucking completely cleaned and bleached and cleaned, and started all new seeds again, and started a real IPM. So I spray now just for shits and giggles. I've never had bugs before or since, but I'm still so leery now.
It only takes once before you realize that it's just got to be part of the regimen.
Yeah,
I think that's how we all.
I don't deal with a lot
place.
of the
Be naive.
the molds and the other things. At least where I'm at, I don't have to deal with you know PM or any of that stuff. I'm pretty close to the ocean where I'm at, so you would think it'd be really humid, but it's extremely dry where I'm at. So I have to add humidity most of the year, or I'll be down at 15-20% all the time.
Shit, that's right.
So it's kind of cool that you don't have to, but I can't do any outside stuff, and I love seeing people doing their outside thing. And some parts of Alaska you can, but where I'm at, you can't. Down through the Matsu Valley in the central part of the state, they can grow outdoors.
Not even no auto, so you can't even sneak in a little bit of auto.
No, I get maybe I probably could if I started them inside. And I did back in the day. I tried. I built a little greenhouse, and when I first started, I was like a lot of guys. I got into the autos for like a year, and I can't even remember the first time I bought some real seeds, and I can't remember what they might have been from Ocean Grown, but either way, once I started realizing the genetics and the differences and stuff, that I just never went. I see nowadays are doing a lot of things with autos. I might ought to try again, but I got tired of watching the plant for 3 months and getting 10 grams off of it and shit like that.
Right on. Yeah, for a skilled grower, what we can do in 3 months with a photo is crazy. I mean, we're setting ourselves up for a very nice yield in that time versus, like you said, something that's just going to fizzle out. They have come a long way, but maybe next year or something. I seen a cat up
I've been
there,
thinking
Boom
about
Farms up
splitting
in
my
Canada.
flower room.
Did a pretty good job this year,
Sorry.
man. It made me take a second guess. Outdoors, it's like some 6-footers outdoors.
Nice.
Shit.
I might try next summer. I was pretty busy. I'm an electrical contractor by day, have been forever, but so it's my time of year, and it's been a busy year, and it's kind of my hobby almost. It takes a little time, but I enjoy it. My lights just came on like an hour ago, and I got a tray in there that I know is a little upset with me. I've spent a week not paying much attention to it, just keeping things topped off, and I need to pump and dump and reset some reservoirs and give the ladies a little attention tonight. Maybe some defoliation, because I can tell it's been a week since I really been in there. See,
a boiler change will do that.
Well, my OCD in construction, once I started, I acquired this wrecked room when I bought this place, and I just wanted to paint it, new floor, just start over. I'll post up a picture of it when I get the wiring wrapped up. But thank goodness I did all the work myself. I mean, I probably got close to $6,000 into this freaking thing now, and if I'd have had to pay somebody to do all this, holy shit. Oh.
I think that's an Alaska fucking ingenuity right there, man. Being that far out from everybody, you gotta learn to do some shit.
Yep, that is an Alaskan thing. You become a jack of all trades. And I've been doing a lot more bartering lately for my day job, and trading off work for things and stuff with just money getting tight for everybody, and I don't mind. So I do a lot of bartering even with my wiring stuff. I ain't got no hustle going no more with the garden. I gift about half of everything I grow gets given away, and then I smoke the fucking shit out of the rest of it. But I got popped the last time I got busted in with 08. I had 10 troopers in ski mask kick my door in, and I ate another felony for fucking. I had just a little bit over a half a pound, which at the time was the felony fucking limit, and they wouldn't let go of it. It didn't do any time, but they would not retire from any extracurriculars of any sort. I'm always over on plant count, but that ain't that kind of shit. I mean, whatever. There's no reason for them motherfuckers to ever come around anymore, so I don't worry about plant count. Even with a medical
up there.
card and Yeah, you can be flowering, but with a medical card and extended script, you can have 24 plants, and it doesn't matter what stage they're in. They could all be in flower, but and yeah, it's the fucking stupidest shit. Now I could go tomorrow if I scraped up 10 grand and a building. I could have a license and be a legally licensed rec grower. Like easy. It's just about money. I mean, whatever. So, but in order for me, you're allowed to grow for two on the medical side. They won't allow if you've ever had a felony conviction involving cannabis, you can never be a medical grower. It's like crazy. Because I have a couple people with cards that I would grow their stuff for them, and then I could triple my actual plant count. But you're not allowed to grow on the medical side if you've been convicted of a felony involving cannabis. They didn't wax our felonies when we went legal. All of our shit's still on our records. So.
We did the clean slate.
I see a
here
couple states we're talking about, expunging some of that shit.
Yeah, Michigan just did it. Hopefully, that saved a lot of people.
Oh, cool! They did expunge records for convictions.
Yep, clean slate. Michigan's new clean slate law.
I don't sweat it because I don't ever plan. I got grandkids I'm raising now, so I don't ever plan on getting in trouble. But my only issue with them is our mandatory minimum sentencing in Alaska. I mean, the judge would have no choice because of the other felonies. It's like a 2-year fucking minimum. But if you ever got convicted of another felony, so that's the only reason. I wish they would have. I can vote, and they kind of have a little gray area on the gun thing because there's everybody's subsistence hunts where I'm at. You have to hunt or you're fucking hungry, but they'll let you hunt. You just can't be packing pistols and concealed weapons around, even as a felon. Though I could go hunting, I don't keep any guns in my house anymore just to avoid the conflict. I had quite a collection when they kicked the door in, but I fought and got it all back and gave them all to my boys. So they're available when I need to. I don't get out like I used to. I used to spend half my time out on the river in the mountains. I'm past 50 now, and my body don't like being cold and wet. None of it. My boys catch the moose and do all that stuff now, so I can have a whole moose and never leave my shop. Because
how's moose taste? I ain't never had no moose.
Oh, it just depends on it's pretty beefy. It's a lot like beef. You can get some nasty ones way in the rut that are, pretty gamey, but it's not real gamey. Caribou's my personal favorite. It's pretty good. We get 4 of the salmon that come up this river that I live on, and so everybody fishes all summer and bird hunts and all of that. I've never been much of a bird hunter, but my oldest boy is pretty hardcore. They let you do stuff up here. We're in kind of a sanctuary, and you're allowed to goose hunt in the spring. And I've explained to my boy that you go to jail for shooting a goose in the spring downstate. They wouldn't fuck around with you, but you're allowed to hunt in the spring up here.
Sounds like a pretty fucking nice life up there. Just like you said, real laid back. But man, you wake up and get that country living in every day. It is very soul filling. mean, I complained a little bit about having to go. I mean, things that, for the most part, everything's like a half hour, 45 minutes minimum for me for any kind of like store or anything, basically anything. But this shit ain't no 500 miles. That makes me like, shut the fuck up, man. Damn, that's a that's a haul for supplies. You might again now, Lassa. So that it's got to be a different conditions growing up there. Who all have you been able to? Who have you tested for? I think I may have asked you that, but your mic's on too. You're muted. Hello, hello, Alaskamedgrower. Are you there? Your mic's muted, brother. If you can hear me.
He's got a, my bad. He's got a, Medgrower's got a crew now, but I did run that original Primal Punch. Ocean grown, lots of ocean grown gear.
Nice. Are you growing out some of their newer stuff? I mean,
Got some more goodies in the mail today from I got.
Oh, did you get the hookup for Empire?
I got in there right now. I got 3 from. No. I ordered some of those. I ran them punch as a tester, and I didn't clone any, and I found a couple really freaking nice ones. And then I ordered 2 packs and I paid for them, and I ran those and found one. I do have some keepers, but they don't stay here. I got 2 friends that just do their little tent thing and, just have fun doing it. And one of them, all he runs is Primal Punch and my strawberry snow cone that I've had for like 4 or 5 years now. And another guy's holding my Mac and a couple other ones that he's got my Malibu pie and another one up there. I forgot what I sent up there. But they just rotate them through their systems. And if I every now and then I want to see a Mac growing, so I'll go grab one. And it's an original caps cut that was given to a friend of mine at the Emerald Cup that year. He gave them out. And she's pretty, but it never yielded and stony shit. But, I just grow one every 3 months. I'll throw one in there because I like watching them. They're so frosty and they get so pretty. I got some cool ones in there now that Deadpan sent me. What is that? Peach Trainwreck and a Skunk Quebbage. And then the one that looks the coolest, I got some really wicked leaves on it. It's an original Girl Scout cookies crossed with a Durban poison crossed with a UK cheese. And I just love the way it looks at. It just looks super cool. I got 3 from GMX right now. I'm running. They're all crossed with his Rozzy Kush. There's a Purple Punch, Banana OG, and a Dark Plasma. And Hyrule Genetics sent me one. It's getting ready to get tested. It's in veg still. It's his Triforce OG crossed with a Runts. So we'll see what that one wants to do. I did cut clones of this Peach Trainwreck one just because something about it spoke to me. I have 2 of them. put away 2 of the 5 phenos I got in that flower room. Now I kept 2 of them just in case, because that's something I can't replace if it is special. I don't think those
super delicious.
I don't think they went out anywhere else. I got some today in the mail from an Alaskan guy. A bunch of wicked looking stuff, but we'll see them coming up soon. I got packs from 3 different Alaska breeders, and then I have the one I made. My brewberry. I used my strawberry snow cone and a cupcake male bewitched that I found, and they've turned out pretty good. Everybody that's ran it. The strawberry's still there, but it's just a much bigger plant now. It makes much bigger flowers like the bewitched did. But I think I'm gonna do an all 907 and all Alaska run with like four different breeders in there, that, and maybe do mine too. So there'll be 5 different Alaska made strains all done at once, just a big run of it. I think I'm gonna do that. There's plenty of guys up here been doing good stuff for a long time.
Well, I would think so. Damn. I mean, you guys been working up there for a bit? I mean, you've been semi-legal up there for a while, right? You couldn't buy it or sell it, but you could grow your own.
Yeah, before that, it was called the that were in your home. Some other reason, they couldn't kick your door down over a little bit of weed. They wouldn't arrest you for it. It was a misdemeanor ticket. And it's still actually an active law. With the rec, he's like, he doesn't say nothing for like 2 hours. I'm like, you know how it is. You get busy, you get back to it. So he finally answers me, "Are you fucking with me?" And I said, "No." So he's been down at the bottom of the hill for 40 years. And he knew what I meant when I said that. And he goes, "Dude, I live by the high school, and I've seen him every trip except the one in March since we meet in person now." And cool guy. I've just met a lot of people in real life that I never would have met except for Instagram. It's the only thing I'm on. I don't do Facebook or Twitter or none of that other shit. I just was on Instagram. That all started about the time I had yeah.
Sorry, brother, go ahead.
It was almost no, that's all right. It was almost a therapy thing for me. I went through a fucking rough period there. My mom was dying of cancer in Ohio, and I went home for a month and took care of her. And the same week my mom died, my granddaughter was dying in Alaska, and I had to make a choice, and I came home. I had to be here. I figured everybody would understand. I mean, didn't know what to do, but anyways, I came home in time for my granddaughter and to be there for my boy and all that. But that was about the time I got on Instagram and started just talking to strangers about plants and, you know, cannabis and just whatever. And it was almost a therapy thing for me. So, oh, I've enjoyed it. I don't watch much YouTube anymore. I used to watch all them guys. I've seen some of the people on your thing and go, man, I've been watching them since the beginning and watched them grow their businesses or whatever. I mean, some of the people I've seen you talk to, it all taught me how to do it. There's so much info out there. If you pick through it, it's there. You just gotta, you know, like we said at the beginning, ain't no right way. It's you find what works for you.
Right on.
So you're in
seem to be
cocoa,
doing-
or you're a dirt guy. You're in cocoa, ain't you? Or
No, I'm definitely a cocoa guy. I'm thinking about dipping my feet back into some dirt. I mean, I actually have some earth boxes sitting right here full of soil. Smiley's Gardens dropped off to me, trying to, you know, get that organic going, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to give up what you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, once you got it dialed in. I've been thinking about splitting my flower room and concentrating more on, not for any reason, but just trying more of a production kind of thing in half of it and keep my testing, my fun stuff that keeps me into it on the other side. But just to get some practice at it. I mean, I've had a couple. If I wanted to leave this town, I could go to work. You know, some grow somewhere. I mean, that would not be a problem. But I wired one last year on the road system, not out here, and that was a lot of fun. So if I wanted to get out of this little town and go to the road system, is what we call it, where the city and the connecting parts of the state, I could go wire and make a living and be involved in the industry. But I'd rather be involved with the plants. I think come to that point. My last one left for college, and if I get it figured out, I might get out of here in the next year and go look at it. You know, maybe go work. I'd go work for somebody in a grow.
Right on, right on. Do you think that'd be a change in life at this point in your life that you could be comfortable with getting into the city?
Well, I looked at a place. It's pretty far out of the city. I maybe an hour outside of Anchorage, and I think I could if I was out there in the valley in Wasilla, Big Lake, you know, Palmer kind of area. If anybody knows the state or wants to look it up. But that's also an area of the state that you can have an outdoor vegetable garden. You can grow, you know, cannabis outdoors. They grow those 1,000, 1,200-pound pumpkins and shit all through that valley. It's some really good place to grow out. So they have a whole different climate there than it is here. But it ain't the city either. You might have a neighbor a half mile down the road, but you still get your space. And I've been thinking about it. And I can still be close enough to the grandkids, and I don't want to leave Alaska now, but I think I might want to relocate soon. Definitely not to the city though. I couldn't do that.
So, do you get the 2 months of darkness up there? Is it 2 months?
That's a little further north, and the sun will be going down here any week now. It's middle of October, the sun goes down, and it doesn't crack the horizon again until the end of February. But it gets darker. I mean, I'll be down to 5.5 hours by midwinter.
That ain't shit.
The summers fuck with me more than the winters. where it's daylight at 3 in the fucking morning because I have a hard enough time sleeping, but your brain doesn't want to shut down when the sun's still up. But a lot of people have trouble in the winter when you only get 5 or 6 hours of sunlight a day, and there's a lot of tanning beds and shit like that out here that people have to use to get that light. Fucking depression fucking thing sinks in, and it's a real medical condition where you're not getting enough light and it affects your body or some shit. But I just wear a headlamp all the time. I get used to the dark. It's the summertime, and like I said, the daylight, it'll be daylight till 2:33, and then it gets kind of dark for like 3 hours, and then the sun's right back. Which is cool. I mean, at times. But with that, by the time I hit 12:12 where I'm at, it's already freezing at night. So that's why you can't do anything outside. You know what I mean? The hell, it was 20-something degrees this morning. It finally dropped off. I don't think it thawed out today, actually. So it might have stayed below freezing all day today.
I know it's here, or it's just right around the corner, but I am not ready for a winter lockdown.
Yeah, you guys get some winters too, man. You guys, I know at least what state you're in. You guys get winter.
Oh,
and
man,
you might not experience
I'm like 3/4 of the way upstate.
Oh yeah, then you definitely get winter.
Oh fuck yeah, man! They're talking about snow like Monday, and if it's anything like most years up here, I can get snow before Halloween, and I will have friggin' snow up until May. May some years. And
is it easier for you to control your environment in the winter? It is for me.
So much better, yes. All my better bud comes from winter months. In fact, I don't even, because of where I'm at, and my hotter time is at night. I actually pull I don't use air conditioning. I just pull in that cooler summer air, because it gets down to like 55, 60 at night here during the summer months. So it's not like hot. So I just pull in that outside air, filter that shit. I don't even run air conditioning. So I have a few months where I got to tough it out a little bit, but definitely prefer the cooler months.
Yeah, I'll draw shop air from my garden's out in my shop. It ain't attached to my house, and I'll drop shop side air and circulate that in. I only keep it 60 on this side, and I can use that air when I need it to. I'm kicking in. I've already switched out all my summer fans and relocated the winter fans that I need to run from room to room. And I got it all done right before the boiler broke. I just didn't get it finished. I need to finish wrapping that up tonight, maybe too. But I'll go for a few hours when we're done. I got to get in there. And like I said, there's plants I know need watered, and I need to.
You mic'd off again, brother. Hit that mic button. James Simmons, yes, I will be going live Halloween. Still be streaming. Alaskamedgrower, I don't know if you know it, but you hit the mute button again. If you can hear me, Alaska, hit that mute button.
I guess I'm doing that with my chin. I must be doing it. But But pretty much what you see on there is me. I mean, that's ain't no different. And I show when I fuck up, I'll show you. And, you know, I just, it's been cool to have people to talk to and share it with. That's for sure.
Yeah, can't say enough good things about this community, man. I know, like you said, they've helped me out of some shitty times, and some good people here in this cannabis community. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
So, what are some of the favorite strains you have run? I mean, I know you've ran a shit ton. So, what are some of the ones
Well,
that's struck your fancy over the years?
so that strawberry snow cone from Elevate, he's it's, I forget how to spell it. It ain't like Elevate. It's got the number 8 in his name. I believe he's out of Washington State. That one I've kept now. That's one that I just can't let go of, but it smells so much like fresh strawberries when it's growing. And then it kind of cures into this strawberry wine thing, but it's sativa leaner, but it's still got a little, a little heavy in it, but it's great for me for smoking during the day because it calms my head down so I can concentrate and my body doesn't shut down on me. That one has always been a real personal smoking favorite. And Bewitched from Spartan Grown used to be Ocean, he was with Ocean Grown, but Spartan Family Genetics, that Bewitched has always been a real personal. I love smoking that one too. And recently that Primal Punch was really, I like that one. It grew good. I had a good one that it grew good and it wasn't temperamental and it made good sized flowers, was frosty as hell. It had great taste. That was a good one. I believe he's working on some feminized versions of those too. But for anybody that was into that, I just been testing lately. I for me that 10 or $12 per plant is worth every freaking penny of it to me. I mean, to some people it might not be worth that investment, but for me, it allows me, one, to get rid of them boys in solo cups, so I'm not wasting any more time or light or food, whatever. But almost at the same time, and even better, is it allows me to get those out of the way faster, so I the next packs. It started moving plants through. It jammed me up to where the flower room caught up. That Kauai Electrics and a couple of these that went 12 weeks caught me off guard. That one was almost 13 weeks it went. And that one screwed up my timing a little as far as shuffling stuff in and out. But I got it figured out now. But I'm testing everything. I haven't not for probably a year now. And I've used both. I've used Delta Leaf and Farmer Freeman. They've both been great. I prefer Farmer for a couple of reasons. The tags with the numbers on the envelope and the corresponding tags saves you a lot of writing and keeping track. Making your own number system and writing shit. You pull the tag, stick it in the fucking cup, cut the leaf. He takes leaves too. You don't have to do the smash card. Cut a half-inch off a leaf into the envelope. Boom, done. I really quick with results, but again, I've seen guys going both ways. That's just a personal opinion that I think even if I only grew in a tent with one light, that I would still do it. One or two plants just to get. But that's the way I think. I just want to see what's next. It's all about what's next. There's so much cool shit out here. You can't. I see all kinds of breeders. I would love to spend some money and buy some of this stuff I see other people growing. I ain't been no money for seeds, but you know what I mean? Only so much space and so much time. So I think one of these days, maybe I'll find one of them super special ones. I've done really good at re-vegging when I've needed to, so that's part of the reason I don't clone that much. I've never had a problem re-vegging. I think I've had one out of 30 or 40 that I've tried to re-veg that didn't. Nerd gave me a couple tips a long time ago. You either shave them roots down immediately or transplant it. Anybody that's hearing this and you want to try to re-veg, transplant it. Give it some root space and hammer it with some veg newts. In a couple weeks, you're going to start seeing that weird twisted new growth. And that's the biggest tip anybody ever gave me on re-vegging. And you can do it both ways. Pull it out, shave the roots down, pack it back in with, you know, fresh dirt or cocoa or whatever, or I just transplant them to a bigger pot. And something about them roots having some room, the combination of the two really turns them around fast. For me, anyways, it's always worked good for me.
It's awesome. To be honest with you, I've never heard either one of those tips. To be honest with you, the root thing, it just makes sense. You know, I'm talking the other night about taking clones from a flowering plant or re-vegging a bud, and but I was talking about re-vegging the whole plant the other day as well. And I was telling people, you know, it's easier to just take that clone or re-veg that bud, because you're not trying to fight that whole big root system there. You know what I mean? When it's re-vegging, it doesn't like all that water, so a lot of people mistakenly water it like it's still flowering. You know what I mean? Yeah. Overdo it, just drench that thing right out. But it kind of makes sense to cut them roots back and cause a little bit of stress there. And then again, you're not watering as much. I could see it. I can see that being useful tips all the way around. The uppotting thing scares me a little bit, though. Back to the overwatering thing there when I think about uppotting. You mic'd again, brother. Alaskamedgrower, you're muted.
Man, I did it again. I almost took out a whole tray of seedlings last month. A double whammy. I forgot to plug the reservoir pump in, and I forgot to turn on my air conditioner that night. And it only took one night, and I thought I killed like 40 testers. I was really feeling bad, but I managed. They all came back. There was a few I thought were dead for sure, but
So did I hear you kind of cut off when you were talking about Empire there? Did you get some of his testers there? Is that what I heard?
Who's that?
Empire? Did you get some of Empire's testers? Is that what I heard?
Oh, no. I bought some packs from him a year or two ago, but no, I've never tested for him. I need to try to show some of them guys some more support and buy some more seeds just to, help show the support. I try, one of the things I do, I just got 4 packs, not the ones the guy sent me as testers or he basically sent them as a gift. Made a donation to help him deal with his father that passed unexpectedly. But anyways, I did order 4 more packs of, I got some Bewitched BX and a Spartan Kush. That's one thing that I give away beans on my thing all the time. I just have random giveaways because I like spreading the love. But any beans that I've ever given away on Instagram, and it's, 30, 40 packs probably by now, were all packs that I purchased from somebody. I ain't making giveaways with packs that people send me. So I make sure to, like these 4 here, I bought these, but they're for gifts. 2 are getting sent to my cousin in Ohio, and I'm going to do a giveaway for the other 2 packs. I do them all the time on there just because I get an itch and want to give away some seeds, but they're always ones that I bought, so they're a true gift from me, not a advertisement from some breeder. And they're always something that I know is good. I mean, I've either grown it or I know the breeder, or whatever. But actually, I'll probably post that in the morning. I want to give away these 2 packs this week, and just to show some love out there, and always try to be cool like that. But like I said, there are always beans that I bought, so I didn't want nobody to ever. Somebody mentioned that once before that it ain't. They saw a giveaway I did and commented about. Ain't really a giveaway if you're giving away something that somebody's sending you to give out. And I bought these fucking seeds as a gift to give somebody. I mean, it ain't like that. I don't commit to anybody. I've had light companies call me all the time or message me, and I don't. Hell, Mars is still bugging me. And I'm going, no, I don't think so. I'll pass. I'll grow with all my old shit, and I don't know anybody, any post or any fucking hashtagging or, you know what I mean? It's my thing.
It's
and that
funny
works
how
for some guys. I don't have a problem with guys that do that, but I mean, I'm not saying that. It's just how I do my thing. I don't have a problem with guys that are running newts and lights and whatever for anybody and have discounts, codes, and all that. That's all super cool. Guys have found ways to make a little bit of money, and that's cool. I don't never had an issue with that. I just don't do it myself. I tell you, there's one sponsorship I would fucking take, and I've been offered a bunch, and there's only one I would probably ever accept, and that would be from Canada, and they don't do it. So I sure do miss it because that shit was so good. It just was so expensive. Once I started getting bigger, that I had such great results running that stuff for a couple years that once you get so big, I mean, who can afford to be buying them gallons of boost like that all the time? And but anyways, I'm just kind of half joking, but I do miss the can of newts. I can't afford to run that. I run the powdered General Hydroponics now, Maxi Grow, Maxi Bloom, Little Cal Mag, everything. Everybody seems to always be happy. So.
Yeah, some newts are that Canada is good stuff though. I'm not so sure about some of all these dry amendments. This is my second run with at least this brand of dry, and I don't know. I think I'll be going shopping the next round.
Oh. What all you
I
got going right now? I haven't even noticed.
Oh man, I haven't been posting a lot. I've been super busy with the show and some of the other shit, but I definitely have a lot of shit going. I've got I'm still testing for Medgrower, of course.
Cool.
And so I've got his smash cake and his garlic punch both coming out of flower right now. And I've got that. I've got Mr. Tight's Dominatrix. I've got the Primal Punch V2, the which is really super banana. I really like that one. I've got Orange Boss. I have the Hashishin. I have Jack the Ripper going. I have a J1. I've got Jack Green Sox number 2, J2. I have Man J Delight, Sangria, Agent Orange, and Jelly Bean.
Nice.
Kind of a bunch of shit without, looking at the list. floating around. And then I did just receive a fresh pack of testers from Empire. That's what I was asking. I thought I heard you say something, but I was wondering if you got them too. But
it was that Primal Punch was still under Ocean Grown. That was before he went on his own, but I did buy the ones I think I bought were through. I have through Empire. What did I get? I gave one of those away. I lost you for a minute. You're back. I went in if I go in my garden, I lose my Wi-Fi connection. I walked in there to make sure that door was open and forgot. Oh, hey, much.
I'm still amazed you got Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I need to get some kind of booster. I see these ones now you just plug into the outlet and it it'll boost it because I can't stay connected in my shop. In the house it'll stay. I mean, it's still slow, but compared to what you guys got down there. But my phone says 3G on it, I believe, but it's more like 1G or 1.5 Gs. I'm not a computer dude, so. But anyways, I guess that was pretty much it. I mean, you guys see what I got going. If there ain't much, any questions you might have in particular, I don't know if there's a lot more I can really talk about as far as that. Just how much fun it's been, and I've set up several local people with lights, pots, cocoa, newts, and seeds that wanted to learn how to grow. And if anybody I know wants to learn how to grow, I'll hook them up with. I got purple LEDs sitting on shelves. I got so much shit I built up over the years that I've hooked up several people with complete setup. All you need is a tent or a closet you can black out in here. And there's enough to make a run. And I just tell everybody, you just get that first run done. To me, I'm no matter how good a weed you smoked before, your first time you fucking grow something that you grew yourself, it's going to be the best weed you ever fucking smoked. I don't care if it's good or not. It's just something about it to me at the time. And everybody seems to kind of get that same feeling. And it's just about repeating, man, finishing runs and tweaking and finishing runs. And, and it just kind of comes whatever works for you, whether it's dirt or cocoa or buckets or, whatever systems, top feed, bottom feed, hand water, it don't matter. Just fucking grow. Find something that works for you and don't listen to nobody's bullshit about, oh, your buds are tiny, you didn't get no yield. Oh, what are you getting 2 ounces out of that room? Fuck all that shit. To some people, that is important. That's how they pay their fucking bills and shit. I understand. But for most of us, like me, or I don't even know, a lot of the guys I know, that we just do it for ourselves and our friends and our family and something that, it's fun. So I just try not to get involved in any of the Insta drama. None of the None of the shit that goes on there. I just ignore all the drama. And lately, I've been. I won't unfollow somebody because of their beliefs. You know, everybody has the right to believe in who they want to believe in and vote for who they want to vote for and all that good shit. So I won't unfollow you if you're posting a bunch of bullshit about this fucking lunatic that's been running our country. But that being said, if you're posting a whole bunch of political shit, I will mute it because I just don't. That's not why I'm on Instagram, and I see a lot of crossover, and I understand it's a turbulent time and all that shit. But you know, this is our plant world and our plant friends in our cannabis community. So if you're too much into posting up on this political bullshit, I won't unfollow you. You can believe what you want, but I have muted quite a few people in the last month. I found that be more easier for me than like I said, I won't unfollow you, but I'll mute you. I don't have. You believe what you want. I just ain't gonna look at it every day. Scrolling through there, it gets old.
Yeah, and your feed should be something
that's just
you enjoy.
Another personal opinion. Yeah, exactly. And it's too much of that negativity, and part of just me in general is over my lifetime. I'll get into something, I get pretty good at it, and then I get bored and I move on. And I've done it with lots of things, from building furniture to picking a banjo to playing guitar to whatever. I'll get bored with it in my mind. I got to move on to something else. But this is one thing I haven't become bored of, and it has more to do with the friends and just me. I got 2 dispensaries here now, and they're fairly cheap, and there's decent weed available right here in my town. We have 2 dispensaries here. So I wouldn't even have to go to the street, and I could be just fine and keep my head fixed, and it would not be an issue anymore. But I enjoy it. So, you know, if I ain't gonna let nobody take that enjoyment out of it, or I'll just drop IG, and then I would get bored of it because you ain't sharing it with people and interacting with people. I would move on to some other more than likely.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all, to be honest with you. So, out of popping all them seeds, you want to share a little bit of your procedure there? I mean, after popping so many beans, you must have a tried and true routine that you can share with some of these people that don't pop so many beans.
I lost you for just a second. What? How I do it?
Yeah. What's your procedure in popping beans there?
Okay, well, I have a set of shot glasses in my cabinet and a couple wine glasses. I do a 24-hour stoke, and they go in a paper towel and a Ziploc. The only thing I've changed in these years is I started putting a coffee filter on top of the paper towel first, and it prevented. I broke quite a few roots trying to get them out of the paper towel, but that coffee filter stays wet and the roots won't grow through it. And it just depends. A lot of the time with the gear I've been running and getting, it, think 24 hours in the paper towel and they're ready to go in a cup. But I like to see them sprouted and done before I waste time putting them in a cup. That's just always how I've been about it. You know, usually from the time you soak, 48, 72 hours, they're in a solo cup. The next day they're popped up, and it's pretty much the same as a lot of guys do. Just tap water, nothing special other than the coffee filter. I haven't changed anything on that regard. Keep them in the dark cap. shop. I got I was looking through. I found are from guys that nobody's heard of. They're just the private guys that are dinking around and having fun with it and making stuff. They're not even trying to really sell seeds and do that. It's more of a hobby for them. I'm looking at one now, an old one that I got from another Michigan boy from that was Malik Spider. This Jawa Pie, Jawa
Nice.
Kush, that's been several years. That was a good one. But I still, I mean, although a lot of people send me seeds, I have spent plenty of money on seeds too. I just haven't been able to in the last few months spend too much money trying to in the bank account. No, this fucking boiler's taking up too much of it. I better not spend any money on seeds when I got packs. Dr. Bunswell gifted me a couple. Here's one that'll have, I can't see chat, but I could ask you. I've wondered, and I even asked in a post, does every grower do this eventually? Is there something you've grown that you lost that you can't get out of your mind, that you've got to keep looking for or got to try to find again? And I have two of them that are still stuck in my mind that I lost both of these not on purpose.
You mic'd off there, brother. You hit it with your beard. There you go. Which ones did you lose? We lost you as you just were calling them out.
But I don't know where Love Potion 99. The Love Potion 99 originally had was straight up pineapple, and it made rock hard nuggets that you could shoot windows out with a fucking slingshot. They were so hard. And I want to try to find that again. It's been stuck in my head for like 3 years now, and I can't look. So I just wondered if other people do that same thing. If you lose one, does it get stuck in your head and you have to keep looking for it, or is it just me and my OCD bullshit? Does it ever happen?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's the purple Death Star has been the one that sticks out in my head like that. And I know it's out there. I just found leads lately on where to get them seeds again. But there's been a few. But I've also found then, you know, on the ones that I've lost, I'm also like, what's next? What's next? Like you too. I've been popping so many beans. It's hard to stay attached to that something that's old. I just feel like there's some fire right around the corner.
I just hope I ain't disappointed if I do, and it wasn't what I remember. But that's all part of the fun for me. Keep looking.
And I think Attitude had
Did
that
I
love
quiet it?
potion number 9. No,
These were.
I think that Attitude had. Is that who you ordered it from?
These Love Potion 99. It was originally released from Ocean Grove. PH Nerd made it. He actually made this Frost Giant too. I asked the other day, and I'm gonna be tagging Spartan on him. I got to give Ocean Grown their original credit because I mean they were originally released, but he said he made both of these before he got with Ocean Grown, and he would appreciate it if I said I'll make sure the right person gets credit for them. I mean, I always tag the breeder thing I post just so they can watch them. You know, in all the packs I've been through, I've only had 3, maybe 4 different ones that, you know, that fucked up, that straight up hermied out or whatever, you know, happened. And I think I had 3 different strains over the years that every one of the phenos, I mean, they just straight up fucking hermed on me, and with no cause, no light leaks, no nothing. And when shit like that happens, I don't post. I'll send pictures and I'll let the breeder know, and the plants just disappear because I ain't about talking shit and all these fucking, you know, I see it all the time. So and so strain fucking hermed out, seeded my whole room, and I want to comment. Well, that's basically your fucking fault for letting it go that long. If you didn't spot that shit early enough to keep it from in your room, then you know, that's not really the plant's fault. The plant hermed and threw some pollen or whatever, but the fact that it did your whole room, that really ain't the plant's fault as far as I'm concerned. That's more like, you know, you not paying attention to what the fuck the plants are saying every day or whatever. But I won't post those, and it's only happened, like I said, 3, maybe 4 times that I've had stuff from these. I won't even mention what reported that stuff, dudes, and other people had issues with them, so it wasn't something that still got thrown out there and sold people. It got pulled, and they kept working on it or whatever the case may be. But that was good to see that, because then you know, if I'd ever saw that where 6 months later I saw that strain being sold, then I might be, you know, then you might want to say something, because people spend a lot of money on these seeds nowadays, and you got some unstable shit that's going to, you know, cause issues, and you shouldn't be releasing it. But it's never happened.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
people's medicine, their livelihood. Fuck yeah, there should be some honor there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you said, yeah. I mean, people put that's their medicine. That could be just their recreational, but nonetheless, there's a lot of times into that. So yeah, if a breeder knows it's bad, they better be pulling that shit. I'm the same way. I've only had a couple of fucking true out herms
I
in
see
my
people
history
talk
too.
shit about guys.
And even the one, like, I remember 2 in particular strains. Both of them were really good strains, but I found on the second run that if I backed off my nutrients, because I was hitting them a little hard towards 5 and 6 there, that they wouldn't herm out. They wouldn't throw no bananas if I backed off. And, you know, after I learned that about the strain and ran it like that, that thing was good for a fucking long time. You know what I mean? But yeah, sometimes it's a learning curve too.
It was a Gorilla Glue that somebody had reversed or whatever, and so I had bought them actually, and I never Gorilla Glue's never fucking impressed me a whole lot personally. I know some guys that love that shit, but whatever, to each our own. To me, it's never. But I got, I'm looking at the paper. I've kept it all the years. I got 347 grams off of one plant. This is one I would grow big plants before Instagram. Some of this shit.
I think he fell out on us, guys. Oh, he back.
There, I lost my connection for a second. Well, boss, I got a couple hours of work to do tonight still, and you know, unless there's some kind of specific questions, it's been cool talking. I ain't got a lot of story. I'm just like a lot of guys, just weed. And, you know, there's a side note I was just talking to somebody about before we go, though, that when I got popped in 08, I had a half a pound of some.
You mic'd off there, Alaska.
Nasty. God damn it. I keep doing that. But anyways, when I got popped, I don't know when I dropped out, but I had a half a pound of some, it was pretty nasty Canadian commercial shit. And we laughed about it because it was, when I got that last felony, I got busted with weed that I wouldn't even fucking smoke today. That's fucking so funny to me. But, I am pretty spoiled though with all the flavors, and since I've been doing my own thing, you get spoiled. I do. But,
oh yeah, for sure. I think it's funny. I'd look back at some of the shit that I fucking throw out or sweep off onto the floor. Back when I was hustling, I would have been like, fucking, oh my God, no. You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's a completely different fucking deal.
Yeah. My last trip to Colorado, I ran out of what I brought with me. And one of my older daughters was with me, and I showed her what we had left. Actually, it was in the spring. I was in Tennessee, and I showed her what I had left in my deal, and I had like 3 or 4 bowls left. And I'm in Tennessee. I don't know nobody and shit. And, you know, I ain't finding nothing. So it was kind of getting to an emergency status, but I laughed and told her, I said, you see this? She said, yeah. I said, I got more weed than this on the fucking floor in my fucking shop, man. It's fucking crazy. Oh, but I do know what you mean about that now.
Shit, there's jars I open up to this day that if it isn't just popping like I think it should be, that shit goes right to the fucking hash pile and shit. I'm like, that shit ain't no good. And it would have been something that, you know, back when we were smoking the regs, I would have died for. I was like, now I'm like, it's hash. Let's go to the hash pile.
When you start off trimming every fucking little button. before long, I'm just stripping half of the fucking branches into the cookie and hash pile. I lost you again, I think.
I'm here. But I
You
will
there?
let you go if you. Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can't hear
You
you.
there? All right. Man, that stinks. I'm still here if you can hear me, brother. Hello? Alaskamedgrower, can you hear me?
There you are.
All right.
I lost you for a second. All right. Well,
Yeah, I guess it's a
I
good
guess I'm
time to
on.
sign off while I got you and you can still hear me, brother.
All right. Well, man, I appreciate you having me on. We can bullshit for a little bit. Anybody that hears it, and if I see you following me, I follow most people back. I quit following everybody back, but keep an eye out for the next seed giveaway. There's one. I'll probably do it tomorrow.
Right on. Is there any way I do a soundbite for like each of my shows for each of my guests? Is there any way I could get like the soundbite from you? Basically, it's like just like a radio soundbite. I'll cheat and just
Yeah.
give you what it's supposed to be like. Something like, hey, this is Alaskamedgrower, and I'm on fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 207. You can embellish on it or whatever you want. That's pretty much what I'm looking for.
Talking shit with the eagle.
Fucking Talking Shit with Eagle.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready, buddy.
Hey, Gromies, it's Alaskamedgrower fucking talking shit with Eagle. Peace.
Thank you, brother. Keep them Zoom numbers just in case you ever do want to jump on again. They're always good.
All right, cool, man.
You have a great night and
You
good
guys,
luck with all that work, my friend.
Yep. Everybody be safe. Have a good one. Cheers.
Cheers. Night, my friend. Mr. Alaskamedgrower, fucking great episode with him. Busy guy, man. So grateful that he was able to join us tonight. And so that does it for this portion of tonight's episode. Thank you guys for joining in. If you guys want to hang out, still pretty early. Give me a few minutes to gather my stuff up and we'll jump on to the rabbit hole. So see you guys in a few. Thank you. And if you guys aren't coming over to the rabbit hole, please do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives.